Respect is not a reward for good behavior. It is an invisible currency governed by psychological laws. Look around you. Why is it that some individuals enter a room and instantly command attention without saying a single word, while others exhaust themselves trying to be heard only to be overlooked? The truth is uncomfortable. People don't respect you not because of who you are, but because of what you tolerate. Respect is not given. It is taught every single day through micro behaviors, subtle habits, and silent compromises. You are teaching the world exactly how to treat you. You are signing an invisible contract that dictates your worth in the eyes of others. If you feel sidelined, ignored, or taken for granted, it is time to audit the signals you are broadcasting. Today, we break down the 10 psychological reasons why people don't respect you and how to completely shift the power dynamic. The apology trap. Watch your words. Do you begin your sentences with, "Sorry to bother you, just my opinion," or "Sorry, could I just say something?" When you apologize for occupying physical or conversational space, you signal to the room that your presence is an inconvenience. Over-apologizing is a defense mechanism disguised as politeness. In reality, it is a submissive behavioral trait. It tells others that you value their comfort far above your own validity. True authority speaks clearly, directly, and without preemptive guilt. Replace "sorry for the delay" with "thank you for your patience." Stop apologizing for existing. The illusion of infinite availability. In economics, value is driven by scarcity. The same law applies to human psychology. If you are always available, always responding within seconds, and always willing to drop everything for anyone, your time loses its premium status. When you become a permanent fixture in someone else's schedule, they stop scheduling around you. They schedule through you. High-value individuals respect their own time fiercely. They have boundaries, projects, and focus periods. If your time feels cheap to you, it will feel completely worthless to everyone else. Diffused boundaries. A country without borders isn't a country. It's an open territory. The same applies to your personal life. If you do not have clear, non-negotiable boundaries, people will continuously cross them. Not because they are inherently malicious, but because human nature tests limits. When you allow someone to make a joke at your expense, disrespect your schedule, or cross a boundary without facing a direct, calm consequence, you are giving them permission to do it again. A boundary without a consequence is merely a suggestion. Submissive physicality. Your words speak to the conscious mind, but your body language communicates directly with the subconscious. Slouched shoulders, avoided eye contact, fidgeting hands, and a quiet, hesitant voice are all evolutionary markers of low status. When you shrink your body, you tell the world you are trying to hide. High-value psychology requires a presence. Keep your chin parallel to the ground, hold eye contact long enough to register the other person's eye color, and let your voice rest in your natural lower register. Own the space you occupy. The internal betrayal. You cannot demand respect from the outside world if you are constantly betraying yourself from within. Every time you set a goal, whether it is going to the gym, finishing a project, or waking up early, and you break that promise, your subconscious registers a drop in self-esteem. You become a fraud in your own mind. And here is the dark secret of human interaction. People can sense self-contempt. If you do not respect your own word, it manifests in your aura, your micro-expressions, and your tone. Respect starts with internal discipline. The reactivity, fluidity. When someone insults you, cuts you off in traffic, or criticizes your work, how do you respond? If you instantly become emotional, defensive, or aggressive, you have lost. You have handed over control of your emotional state to an external trigger. Reactivity is weakness dressed up as anger. True power lies in the pause. A calm, measured response, or even a prolonged, deliberate silence, is infinitely more terrifying and commanding than an emotional outburst. Let your silence make them uncomfortable. Oversharing and conversational exhaustion. Mystery breeds curiosity, and curiosity breeds respect. When you meet someone and immediately lay out your entire life story, your insecurities, your financial problems, and your past failures, you erase the mystique. You become predictable. Speak less than necessary. Listen actively, observe sharply, and reveal your cards slowly. When you hold back your thoughts, your words carry weight. When you speak constantly, your words become background noise. Competitive people-pleasing. There is a massive difference between kindness and people-pleasing. Kindness comes from a place of abundance and strength. People-pleasing comes from a place of scarcity and a desperate need for external validation. When you bend over backward to make everyone like you, you end up respected by no one. People don't value things they can get for free, and they certainly don't respect someone who compromises their core values just to fit in. Be willing to be disliked. Drifting without a mission. A person without a purpose is highly malleable. If you don't know where you're going, you will always find yourself working for someone who does. People respect individuals who are on a defined trajectory. When you possess an obsession, a grand vision, or a rigorous daily discipline toward a target, your focus radiates outward. People naturally move out of the way of a person who walks with direction. Find your hill and build your fort. The tolerance of disrespect. The final and most critical reason, you accept it. You stay in rooms where your name is dragged down. You stay in relationships where you are treated as an option rather than a priority. You hope that by being nicer, they will change. They won't. They will only optimize their disrespect. The ultimate test of self-respect is your willingness to walk away from tables where respect is no longer being served. Your absence is your greatest leverage. Fixing how the world treats you doesn't require an aggressive confrontation. It requires an internal shift. Change your posture, guard your time, honor your boundaries, and value your own word above all else. If this psychological breakdown brought value to your life, subscribe to Value Psychology. Leave a comment below with the one habit you are changing today. Stay sharp. Stay disciplined. Until next time.